Okay, so as Executive Director of the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management, fondly known as PISLM, it is really my profound honor to address you at this historic moment. This is the formal opening of our headquarters here in the Tri-Island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Today marks far more than an opening of an office. It marks institutional maturity, it marks political confidence, and it marks a decisive step forward for Caribbean cooperation on land, soil, and climate resilience. In 2024, at the Ministerial Council meeting convened here in Grenada, PISLM formally transitioned into an intergovernmental organization. That decision, taken collectively by our ministers, elevated this institution into a fully recognized regional body, owned by our governments, guided by our Ministerial Council, and accountable to the people of the Caribbean. It is therefore fitting and really strategically significant that our headquarters now finds its home here in Grenada. I wish to acknowledge Honorable Minister Lennox Andrews again, responsible for the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, whose leadership and advocacy were instrumental in advancing Grenada as the host country. This relocation is not symbolic. It strengthens regional integration in small island developing states. It creates an additional institutional hub in the Eastern Caribbean, and it reaffirms that sustainable land management must remain central to Caribbean development agenda. We also place on the record our deep appreciation for the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and the Government of the Co-operative Republic of Guyana, who previously hosted the Secretariat during our early phases of evolution. Their stewardship helped shape the institutional foundation we build upon today. PISLM was born from the foresight of CARICOM leaders, such as Minister Andrews here and Minister James, who understood a simple and powerful truth. Land degradation in small island developing states cannot be solved without or within national boundaries and borders. Our ecosystems are interconnected. Our vulnerabilities are shared. Our resilience, therefore, must be collective. Today, under the stewardship of our Council of Ministers, currently chaired by Barbados, PISLM is guided by strong political oversight and regional direction. Our ministers have made clear that sustainable land management is not peripheral to development. It is foundational. We are the Caribbean's only indigenous IGO exclusively serving land degradation neutrality, soil health, and sustainable land management. We support our states in fulfilling their obligations under the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. We align our work with the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, particularly SDG 15 on life on land and SDG 13 on climate action. And we advance the principles first articulated in the Barbados Program of Action for SIDS. But institutions must evolve, and this new headquarters signals that evolution. In the coming years, PISLM will focus on 3 strategic priorities. First, institutional strengthening and accreditation, positioning PISLM to directly access and manage climate and environmental finance on behalf of our member states. Second, implementation at scale. Our flagship SOILCARE initiative is already advancing integrated soil management, climate-smart agriculture, and data-driven decision-making across participating countries. And third, forward-looking regional programming. Following the recent GEF9 decision of our ministers, the Caribbean Drought Initiative will advance one of the most pressing and emerging threats in our region: drought, agricultural stress, and climate-induced land degradation. These are not abstract policy ambitions. They translate into tangible action. They translate into solar-powered water systems to drought-prone communities. They translate into soil testing and greenhouse gas assessment that strengthen national reporting systems. They translate into the farmers in Shambo, confronting harsher, drier seasons with better tools, and the farmers in Dumfries, Carriacou, gaining reliable access to water through renewable energy solutions. This is what regional cooperation must look like. Global financing connecting to community action. Ministerial decisions translated into measurable outcomes. Institutions, ourselves, AICA, working together to deliver resilience from the ground up. As a soil scientist, I'm constantly reminded, land is resilient, but it is not inexhaustible. Degradation is not inevitable. Restoration is possible, but delay carries consequences. Integrated land use planning, soil conservation, watershed protection, climate-smart production systems are no longer optional policy choices. They are economic necessities. They underpin food security. They anchor rural livelihoods. They reduce disaster risk. And they strengthen national stability. This headquarters will serve not simply as an administrative space. It will be a center for technical excellence, a platform for South-South cooperation, a hub for science policy dialogue, and a bridge between ministers, practitioners, farmers, and financiers. I extend sincere appreciation now to our developmental partners, our regional governments, technical collaborators, and institutional allies, including UNEP, FAO, University of the West Indies, CADI, the list is very long. Their partnership reflects the spirit of coordinated regional action. To the Council of Ministers, thank you for your strategic leadership. To the Government of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, thank you for your confidence and support. And to the dedicated PISLM team dispersed across the Caribbean, your professionalism has brought us to this day. And to our stakeholders across the region, farmers, researchers, planners, civil service, and civil society partners, this institution exists to serve you. Let this headquarters stand as a symbol of Caribbean ownership. Let it signal that small island developing states are not passive recipients of global agendas. We are the architects of our own resilience. Let it declare that land degradation neutrality in the Caribbean is achievable. The work ahead will be significant, but so is our resolve. Together we restore, together we strengthen, and together we secure our future. Thank you.